10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway in Southern California.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for Dallas.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Prescott now.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what the opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little. That
they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
On second down, it's Pollard. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the one.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
But here's the thing for me.
And right away, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Tackled by Reggie Robinson.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
We're scoreless after one.
No score.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
No gain on the play.
2nd down and goal. Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. Gabe Neighbors there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is Tony Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
A first down throw for Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Prescott off play action. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down, finding room to the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Flushed out right.
Herbert has it knocked free.
But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover. Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this is caught by Williams. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone.
Escaping the pressure right. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trailed as we get back underway.
Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, Herbert flush to his right. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. That looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will tie our game here in the third.
Set to kick off.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. 42 yards on the ground for him so far. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw is Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, shedding the tackle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Prescott looks to throw on first. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, it's Eckler. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys